I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people of the struggle. Salute, salute. Salute, salute to the federal, to the federal fellow veterans. Salute to you as you come on in. As you come on in, please know that this is a safe space. This is a space for learning and getting learned up. This is a space for educating and being educated. This is a space for questions, answers. This is a space for reasoning, building, dialogue. This is a space of truth. This is a space of love and unity, growing together as we seek a path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please make sure that all contact information is in the chat for the duration of the class. Please make sure that all funding information is in the chat for the duration of the class. Fund the war effort. Fund the war effort. If you or anyone that you know, a loved one, an employer, an employee, a student, a nurse, a doctor, a neighbor, is in need of anger management, or you believe that they are in need of anger management, please contact me via the information in the chat, all on social media, the Hip Hop Anger Management Specialist. Okay? If you or anyone you know, especially in tonight's class, if anyone you know or you yourself may be going through a domestic violent situation, an intimate relationship, abusive situation, please contact me for an assessment so you can find out the signs, so you can make a true assessment of what you may be going through or what a loved one may be going through, and then you can get some simple strategies on how to survive and thrive through it. Excuse me, y'all know it is late. Long day on the East Coast here, but I have to get through it because, again, sensitive topic. I love my queen comrades, black women to the bone. You know, if you've been in this class for a substantial amount of time, you know how I feel about you. Without our queens, we are done. Finished. Finished. It is checkmate, done. We offer the board. We out of here. So you know that anything that has to do with them, I'm on point for. Again, this is not a woman's up class, but it could be. So don't be shy. We're talking about 3 generations here. Okay? 3 different generations of women folk. We're going to touch each subject, especially the DV. And as I sip my Bustelo, and if you know me, you know I don't drink more than one cup. My morning cup of Bustelo is usually enough to get me through the day. But if I'm going to be any good in class tonight, I need a little sippy sip. I see someone who was first in class and still going to get a 55. How do you do that? Nia smiles. 55. 55. You first in class. Frankie Fierce. Salute, salute. I hit you a couple of times today. I tried to get your book to you again today. Shauna Sampson, got your hand raised up. 55. Murder Gang, what up? Hey, Carol, what up? See, Blades, you already know how we do. Much appreciated for all the love and the support and for always holding us down. Gravedigger Pop 718, you get a 55. GB, peace. Ken Williams, peace. Bushhead, salute. Mark Hines, peace and power. Kelton, I saw you, salute. Hey, Andrea, rest up. Get nice and healthy. Take your time. All right? Tasha Peters, I see you. Adrian Graham. Hey, T. Tiara's up with us. She ain't. Oh, Tiara. That's the generation we got to represent. Us, she's up for the late night. What's up? Peace, Sonny. What's going on? Who else is in the spotty spot? Man, Cool K Kang. What's going on? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Fred Dro, salute. You know how you got a 55, and you ain't been here. Couple of classes. Couple of classes. Y'all get these 55s. Big folk up. Let's get to it. We don't wait. We do what we do. Love the hat. Thank you. This hat is from, you know who this hat is from. This hat is from Fordham University basketball. Coach D. Mack. One of the most hardest working coaches that we have. Check them out. Okay? Now, I'm going to start with Miss Leslie Jones tonight because her conversation struck a chord. And I really want to know if she speaks for all Black women. Or is she just speaking for her particular generation? Now, I say this because even in our specific moving hashtag cancel all celebrities, right? We have to make sure that there is a distinction between our queen comrades and celebrity women who are in the whip. Okay? That has to be established. Because I don't want you to believe that y'all share the same value systems. We have to understand that. I don't want y'all to believe because someone is melanated, because someone can code switch and speak, and even at certain times have your familiar energy on them, that they are your kinfolk. Okay? Celebrities do not share your same core values. But, however, if you believe as such, then please be very engaged in this conversation. Now, if you didn't see her video, if you haven't been on social media over the past 2 days, you might have missed Leslie Jones' interview on the Breakfast Club. Some of you may not even know who Leslie Jones is if you are of a particular generation. But I have to know if you are of this generation, or if you're not, maybe you are a celebrity on the come up and also a melanated woman. Does Leslie Jones speak for you? Now, in her interview, in the piece that's going viral, again, I don't, in our space of hashtag cancel all celebrities, I'm damn sure not listening to the Breakfast Club. I haven't listened to broadcast radio in a long time. Definitely a couple of years prior to the pandemic, ever since I had Sirius Radio in my car. Okay, Tasha, since you didn't hear it, Leslie said the problem with black men is that they're not on their job. And they're not on their job, not for some of the things that we've been discussing in class. She said black men are not on their job because their meat ain't working. Their eggplant is flat. Their little sack needs to be checked out. Now, she was very animated in it and used specific language, right? Basically said, y'all not effing. You need to go to the doctor and let him grab you in your little sack, and you need to turn and cough because you're not doing your job. This is what she said. She said, you're eating all the type of McDonald's and bullshit. You're not healthy. You're drinking and you're carrying on. And you're not giving her or giving black women the business when you're supposed to. Now, it's been going viral. And when I'm reading the comments, there's a lot of go on, girl. Yeah, that's right. Now, I, as a man, as a manly man of brawn and steel, manly man, cannot speak for other men or other men's action. I can only speak for me. So I cannot sit here rather, and say she wrong, she out of pocket, because I'm not a woman. I'm not. But I know that in that whip, in the celebrity whip, that there's a very different type of man that they deal with. And this is going to be for each person that we speak on tonight, for every generation. As we see, we got Nia Long, 50s, Leslie, almost in that range, I believe, and KeKe, the child, the baby. But a lot of women from all over was praising her and bigging her up, saying that. So now I need our women to speak to this. because she was making a clear statement that this is what happens. And she said it happened to her recently that she took a man to the telly, to a telly, not the telly where we at, not the Sunrise telly, not the Galaxy telly down the block in the hood. She took him to the telly. And when you open the shades, he looking at the Empire State Building, and she said, homie couldn't get right. And in her words, when I'm taking you a spot like that, you supposed to put the F down. You supposed to put the F down. So I got to know from my women. Because again, when you're in the whip, when you are a celebrity, your core values are different. And there may be a disconnection between your head, your heart, and your box. Okay? Your head, your heart, and your box. There has to be a disconnect because you're in the whip. And a lot of times you have to give up that box in order to keep working. So there has to be a disconnect there. You understand? But she made the statement saying all, most, the majority of black men are not doing what they do. So I don't know if this is cap. I really don't. Because shit. I can only speak for me. Shit, as a dude, as a teacher, as a general, shit. I can't even speak for my homies, for my Karim, for my best dude, my entrusted man, because I ain't in the bed with them. So I don't know what they do. I really don't. I don't know what they do. I know what they say they do. I know what the women around them act like they do, but I don't know what they do. So I'm not going to sit here and say that she's lying. But I will say that when you're in that whip, especially when you're not D class or C class, but when you're B class and you're A class and you're on, things get different, very different. Very different. And the type of individuals that you deal, because I'm telling you right now, Leslie Jones make her way to East New York. Oh yeah, you gonna find out for real. You trust and believe anybody in Boulevard houses, Linden houses, Penn Workman, the Bammers, Cypress or Pinks. Oh, she gonna get bent up. Trust and believe that. Trust and believe that. Okay? She also said that women are really vocalizing this more and more. That she told homie, get your ass, get up out of here. Get out. And put him on blast on the radio. And you know who you are. So if homie was listening, he definitely gonna feel the ways. Maybe he should join me on live and homie, you need to let it be known. Like, what happened? What happened? I don't know about that, Frederick. People keep saying that. A couple of y'all threw that out there. We can't make that assumption. We just can't. We can't. I don't know how she identifies. She said this night in several nights and been out there, that black men ain't giving her the beats, ain't beating it up. And from what she has been, again, she is a black woman. Though we do know that in the whip, these black women spend the majority of their time with these Euros. Make no bones about it. That's how come they're so comfortable around them. They are their agents, their managers, their accountants. You dig what I'm saying? They're business people. They're therapists. They're friends. I'm not going to sugarcoat that shit. The average, not even the average. 90% of the black women that's in the whip, that's in Hollywood, that's in the entertainment industry, are surrounded by Euros. Think like them, eat what they eat, believe as they believe. So maybe, and let's not forget, she is from Compton. She is from Compton. So maybe she hasn't been home in a minute. But I need our sisters to talk. Nandi said, I'm divorced from my first hubby and would never publicly shame him in any way sexual. Right? Why? Right? Would be appalled. Well, is it a public shaming to critique a man? She didn't critique him. She just blew him to smithereens. Okay? Blew him to smithereens. But she put it on all. She said a lot. Black men, period, said that we're not taking care of ourselves. Okay? Again, I'm far from the whip. Far from the whip. I don't have two nickels to rub together. Honestly, there ain't no shame in that. But I take offense to that because I take very, very good care of myself. And the spaces where I'm at, whether it's in the park, whether it's anywhere else, there's a bunch of men, young, old. And I hear the conversations. Very intelligent conversations about what they eat, what they drink, how much they sleep, how much they care about their general. And I'm talking about these are men. But you see, when you're in the whip, you don't see that. When you're in a whip, you can't get to that because your value system is different. Now you are not judging a man on his character. You're not judging a man on how he may be treating you. They're judging a man on his bag, regardless if they have it or not. So now, when you in this space, when you in this position, and you finally extend yourself, or maybe have someone that matches that bag, they're not always able to give you what you need. Because up here, you're beginning at a deficit when you're looking at them, when you're speaking with them. Okay? You're already up here thinking that this person's not going to be able to satisfy me. I'm going to let them try, but I'm thinking they're going to fall short because I'm already who I am. I got the bag. I'm the celebrity. These white folk done told me that I'm a talent. And because I'm a talent, I got this bag. So when it's time for me to bend over, I'm believing that I'm blessing somebody. Okay? And if you are ready up in here, starting from a space where you're on a higher level, and it's like you're giving charity instead of being in a space where you're going to share an experience, and through that experience, have a release that's pleasurable, you done off. You're done off. And that's the problem that, again, almost all of those women have in the whip. Because there's a value system that they're making an attempt to attain. And attaining that level, attaining those values, you have to disconnect from your origins. And if your origins are in poverty, if your origins are of your people, if your origins of a specific energy, then you're done off because you're pulling away from yourself. And if you think that your sexual energy is not going to lose touch, lose rhythm, lose vibration, you're sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. Just like the dude that you might have seen in school, in middle school and high school, and you thought he was semi-eye, he was a little whack, and then through the years after college and through his career, ass all tight, tie up to here, and he's speaking in a manner which you don't understand. You're like, yo, hold on, what happened to homie? The trauma of whatever he was going through in his conditions and his escape shifted his whole energy. I seen it. Trust and believe. I had a crime partner that I can tell you all of our high school years, from freshman to graduating to all that. We committed crimes all day, every day in the gutter. And both did bids. And if you seen him today, you'd be like, Bliz, I know you wasn't messing with that lame. Yeah. People's energy shift because, again, the opportunities, right? The opportunities that come from celebrity, there's also a mental training, a mental conditioning. You don't want to see that space you came from again, and they always tell you that. Always. They always tell you that. And it's quick reminders. You're different from them. And when you do that to women, you leave them in this little conundrum, right? You leave them in this funk that, unless it was always there, right? Like in the case of Eve, which makes no sense. This hardcore girl from the streets of Philly, Islamic raised even, could end up with a European Euro to the degree of where you were stepmommy to older children and then bore a child. It's mind-blowing. I don't know about y'all, but for me, mind-blowing. From a rough rider to getting rough ridden by a Euro. Mind-boggling. That means that was something deep here and here to have that. So again, when these women come on these platforms or do these interviews, it's not new. You can go all the way back in the days when Diana Ross and them was doing this. Okay? When they was doing it. It's not new. It's not new. You can go back to revolutionary days. It ain't new. Okay? Let's not believe that all of us who were enslaved were raped. Okay? Don't believe that. Of course, we know the horrors. We know many. We know about the farms. We know about it. But don't believe that that is total and complete truth. Do some research. Many were choosing. Okay? So this is not new. But when we put the economics of a celebrity, of Hollywood in it, man, you questioning the health of black. I'm telling you, I've worked out my entire life until recently I got hurt. I mean, from when I was a kid, my father had me working out. To basketball teams, to boxing, to the military, to prison. And it was always small numbers of men. I've never, ever in my life have seen so many men taking care of themselves. So I don't know who she was trying to hump. I don't know why she didn't make it specific to him or the rest that she was dealing with. But when you say to black men, I gotta ask the women. I gotta sit back and say, hold on. I have a class. I have a large number of women in my class. I need to know. Are y'all not getting the eggplant? Like the eggplant, is that on a deficit? Like really? Is that the main problem between us? Is that the problem? Or is it the language? Because again, there's been very specific language when it comes to black men and black women. We know that for a fact. We know that the government is creating these narratives and allowing certain individuals to put that in the atmosphere, especially through social media, to keep us divided. But hold on, if she's speaking for all of y'all, I need to know. I need to know. Y'all not getting that? You ain't getting none, Tasha? Y'all getting whacked? Pipe? When y'all are allowing or sharing yourselves as black women is fine and firm is trash? Come on. Because I thought I heard the opposite. I heard that sometimes that's all the brothers is good for. And y'all tired of that. Y'all want them to get their bread up. You want them to be able to communicate. You want them to be able to manage. I thought y'all was getting the pipe. Y'all was like, man, I need more than that. So who is she talking for? Who is she speaking for? Hmm? Hmm? the Henny, the Henny, the Henny makes it suspect. I thought, why y'all drinking so much then? Hmm? And it is funny. Well, not funny, but it is ironic where she held this statement in the Breakfast Club with two dudes that are sus. We already know Envy wife already threw him under the bus and said he's sus. And the jury's still out on your man, Charlemagne. Okay? So for them to hold that and for him to, he laughed up, chuckle, chuckle, chuckle. He sure thought it was funny. Again, keep pushing this narrative. So now, this is going to be a thing now where we're going to have black women in these intimate spaces. In these intimate spaces, being disrespectful or unappreciative. Where we at with it? Where we at with it? I need to know. And we're going, and again, every woman has a different appetite. All right? They do. They all have different appetites. Okay? Maybe appetite is a little stronger than the individual she's dealing with. That's just what it is. And again, in the whip, you know they arrange specific relationships. They arrange a lot of these things. And when you've been out of the element for a minute, you don't know how to pick. And she might have just picked a couple of whack people. But for her to say we ain't taking care of ourselves, absolutely not. Absolutely not. True. Shit. My Twitter feed, my IG timeline. Shit, that looked like a gym. Don't you see? Everybody's a damn personal trainer. Or something. Or training for something. Melanated folk. So I know that it had to do with homie specifically. And he just had her in such an uproar. But why? Again, I always ask y'all, why did it get to our ears? Why? I don't know. Mm-hmm. Well, appreciating black men, Tasha, is very different from them appreciating you. Okay? Nah, Richardson, I ain't talking about that man drumstick, little toothpick ass things he walking around on. Maybe she gave him a shot and he couldn't do it. Okay? All right? You dig? I need to know what's really good. He had her turned up off that Henny, huh? Just, come on now. Listen, we're not going to do that. She's not a bad looking woman. You can see in the thumbnail. No, we not. No, we not. And we can imagine what that is like outside of them clothes. She don't have a belly, anything. Not to say anything wrong with a belly, but no. I ain't going for that. I know enough of y'all dudes on and in this chat and who DM me on any type or inbox me or message me. I know a lot of y'all. I know what y'all be doing. I know what y'all talk about and how y'all look at it. She dropped them drawers or a dress or whatever around y'all. Y'all be right on it. So don't even start that. Don't even start that. Nah, we ain't going there. Ain't nothing wrong with how she is looking. Not at all. Not at all. Fredro, cut it out. You gonna beat. You too, Fred. Don't come up in here with that. Cut that out. We ain't even going there. We not going there. Not going there at all. Yeah, I know. Yeah, probably. I know. You just saw you too. Don't come up in here with that. Who the hell? Lazy T4K? You get a 55. You coming up in here talking about, nah, 55. You ain't even been to class and you talking about, nah, yeah, you too. Yeah. Yeah. Good looking, no face. Yeah. You won't be acting crazy. That's one thing I do not listen. Trust and believe. I am in a space and I present in this class the way I present because of my growth. I already told you. I've been in the life. I already told you. I've been having them on that yellow stripe. I done told you. Escort services and all. I'm telling y'all. Y'all dudes that say y'all won't be the main ones on them tracks. Paying for some shit that I'm telling you we done put together to make look like something in the street light. I know, but stop. That's why I always tell women that shit too. Don't talk about what your man or your hubby or your, soulmate won't do. I done seen these dudes in these clubs. I done had these dudes in the Rolodex. Y'all dudes stop talking about what y'all won't hit and what y'all won't do. When she get the breathing on y'all necks, I know a few of y'all gonna melt. You whisper in your little ear and all that, and your little nature right. Come on, man. I know y'all dudes. Cut it out. So we're gonna stop with the appearances. We're not going there with that. I seen y'all. Come on, man. I know y'all dudes. Especially she put a little cash in your. Come on, man. I already know I know how it go. I know how it go. Yeah, Canarsie up in here. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. All right? But again, black women, do not put yourselves in the same space where you believe that because this was said, that y'all could take your same values or beliefs and incorporate that into your life. It's just not true. Not true at all. Okay? Okay? That's just one woman who hasn't been getting the grippers handled. I advise her to get out of the whip, to stop dealing with people who are in the whip. Come on back down to the projects. Get you know, a real man, hard-working man, who could deal with you, Miss Jones, the way you need to be dealt with. Okay? Where you see her grippers at, Saul? You ain't see her grippers. What are you talking about? All right, next up. Now, I'm sure by now y'all have seen this interview with Nia Long and Jeezy. Okay? And I didn't watch the entire hour and whatever amount of minutes it was. Not gonna do it. Made an attempt, but I just seen this shit as scripted interview with an outcome. They wanted an outcome from it. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Hold on, wait a minute. What? Hold on. Tasha says she does have a sex. She got a sex tape? Oh man, yeah, I'm out of the loop. She showed the world her grippers? Leslie Jones? Damn. A real one? Nah. Look, man, Blue, me and Blue Piranha, we know. Right? Wait, whoa, hold on, TC? What? Chill, man, chill. Chill. Nah. That gotta be a lookalike or something. Y'all playing games, man. Y'all in here wilding. Nah. With a euro? Nah. Come on now. Now y'all going too far. Yeah, nah. Yeah, that's cap. That's cap, Rashard. Yeah, man. Yeah. Nah, y'all capping now. Anyway, let's get on to this Nia Long Jeezy situation. Now, in the beginning of the conversation, there was a lot of revealing, right? There was and the setting and everything made one believe that it was supposed to be over emotional and sensitive and engaging, and I just didn't find it. I mean, he made some revelations about him being molested at a young age and not really finding love at home and being involved in the streets and all this other stuff that, again, I really can't get with, right? He also made the connection of him running to the street of not having a solid home. Like the family was broken. His father was here, his mom was there. And again, I hate that narrative. And people continuously push that. But, excuse me, I'm going to tell you right now that, shit, 60% of us from East New York, I'm talking about 60% of us who were hard body street dudes doing the wildest shit. I had both parents in the house. Both parents, mama and father, both working. Or at least one. Damn near all the dudes that I knew. And I knew their fathers. And their fathers knew me. And my father, we all have fathers. We all have Mr. Steve, Mr. Bonner, Mr. Nate, Mr. Lee, Mr. this, Mr. that, Mr. Chestnut, everybody. We have fathers. And damn near all of us end up in the mountains because of the choices that we made. All that shit, come on, we're in 2024, all right? I'm not saying that it doesn't have an effect, but I'm saying the latter, shit still happens, man. And if you was to look at my life on paper, I should have never been in the mountains. I should have never been up north. Ever. Skipped the grade in middle school, graduated high school a year early, in college at 17, in the army at 18, honorably discharged. Make it make sense. How you get 2 bids after all that? Okay? On paper, it doesn't match. And really, if I didn't say it, if my life wasn't an open book, people would have never known that. I don't wear 10 years behind them walls on me. I don't wear that shit on me. Some dudes wear it. You can see it. It's in their walk. It's in their talk. They just ooze that shit. They ooze it. People would never know. You ain't know. So that narrative is, that shit out of here. You dig? But however, when she was speaking on her divorce, and a little prior to that, saying that she's guarded in how she is around people, and she knew that Jeezy was because he's a hustler, and she only dealt with hustlers, growing up in Cali. That in her divorce, or in her relationship, in her marriage, which was rocky, let me see how I worded it, that she had to find herself. She had to find herself. Okay? And in finding yourself, it is always, for me, a big question mark or asterisk. Because how does one find themselves when they don't own themselves? That's the real question. How can you find yourself when you don't own yourself? Whoa. See, that's the shit right here with these celebrities. They don't own themselves. I mean, neither do we. But see, they have this fractional space within their thought process that because they are allowed to earn off of their art, that they are better off than we are in this oppressive capitalist system. But if anything, they're really, really worse off. Because in the mix of the accountants and the agents and the people that they have to lay with on them casting couches to get jobs, and how they have to butt around and audition and do all this other weird shit just to get to the bag. I don't own you. That's not owning yourself. So in the course of that, any relationship that you may have is going to be disturbed. Because you can't only focus on the individual that you're dealing with. Especially if they're in the whip too. So now you have two people who don't own themselves trying to make their life comfortable in oppression. I always tell y'all that. No matter how rich or how much you earn in this capitalist society where you get taxed for everything, you can never be comfortable in your own oppression. You can never be comfortable in oppression unless your mind is fragmented. Your mind is broken. You can't be comfortable in this shit. If you are, you're delusional. And that's what we see, which is why I always tell y'all, cancel celebrity. Because it will steer you in the wrong direction. So now we see the very public, as she said, the very public demise of her marriage. And again, I really believe that is really hitting her harder because homie was knocking down an Ofe. See, because when you are considered one of the most beautiful women in the world, and hands down, no mistake about it, always was in shit, my top 5. It's hard to deal with the fact that someone who you shared your heart with, your soul with, your bed with, would get caught with a little raggedy ass Ofe. Woo! Mind blowing. That should have shake some women to the core. And we still going to see if she's able to come back from that. Okay? Yeah, I seen her. Seen that old nasty little Ofe? One of them plantation dwellers, yeah. Notice the soles of her feet is blacked up. Because that's what they do. You see, again, because as I tell y'all women all the time, it ain't about you when somebody goes outside of you. Especially a man. A man will hump a couch. And men, if y'all don't want to hear, if y'all gonna feel the ways about the truth, turn the volume down. Because I got to tell these women, when these dudes go outside of you, it ain't about you. It's nothing that you could have did, and it's nothing that you didn't do. That is what men do. Especially if they're not in tune. If they're not purposeful in how they move. Okay? They'll hump a couch. You see it. They humping dolls. You see it. All right? Got nothing to do with you. If you with him 20 years and got 4 kids, I don't care if you just met him. If you don't know him, if he doesn't know himself, opportunity is a motherfucker. And that's what he created. Or might have been doing it all along for all we know. Because they lie so much in these clippings and trying to create this image that they want people to follow in that celebrity. They want you to believe that. That you can be this actress in Hollywood and have this dynamic man. And as long as you got that, y'all can continue allowing us to dictate what goes on in the world. They want y'all to believe that shit. But as you see, very few of the relationships of people in the whip last or even worth a damn. Again, she's with this is her husband. She's with this man. And again, as she said, no one person can break people up. That's what she says. Excuse me, that's her belief. And that's true to a certain extent. No one person or people can really break up a union. You understand? However, that opportunity from individuals like that, opportunities are motherfucker. Trust and believe, I created a lot of opportunities. Not proud of it. I created a lot of opportunities. I've seen a lot of people, husbands, do a lot of in the industry. Man, I could tell y'all some of them industry executives would call my phone and have me at specific functions and introducing me to their wife, knowing that they're going to call me later on for some little nasty old trial. Don't even know where I got this trial, where this chick chose. Yo, you available? You around? Like, damn, man, I just seen your wife and your kids. That opportunity for people in that whip. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I always question that. I always look to people when I see them and they talking about what they're doing for themselves. Okay, what are we? I'm finding myself. I be seeing their ass all over. Rock climbing, mountain climbing, to move to Montana somewhere or over here. And I'm finding myself. And I always question that when you are not liberated, when we are not a liberated people, you're just finding a coping mechanism, something that'll soothe you. Because you're never going to find your true self when you got a master, when you are oppressed. How can you find yourself when you are oppressed everywhere you look? The main manifestation of how you operate your labor. You don't own your own labor. So you're going to have conflict within yourself. That's why people have conflict in the church, conflict in the mosque, conflict in politics. They are conflicted Because you're living in contradiction. So, baby girl, you're not finding yourself. The only way to find yourself is to find a path to liberation where you can name yourself. So she busts a tear and you got me crying. Yeah, it's because she thinking about that old Faye. Who was doing whatever to that man. So I'm just trying to figure out, does she speak for women? Does she speak for that generation of women that's over 50? Or are you trying to find yourself? Because if you're doing that, you're starting at E. We need to be at A, B, and C. Awareness of our condition. Awareness. Because if you're trying to find yourself in this present condition where we are oppressed, damn it, you're confused. There's a confusion piece. And if you can be comfortable in your oppression, then you're not woke. You're not conscious. And if you're not woke and you're not conscious, then you can't see when a man is not there for you or anybody you share yourself with. Okay? That's for real. That's for real. Listen, beauty is... Stop with that. Beauty. Stop. Everyone is beautiful to a degree, to everybody. Doesn't matter. I just told you, men don't operate like that. Those are things that will pass down to you. That's a hereditary. You inherit that belief. Because your grandmama said, oh, girl, you're so fine. Ooh, look at my fine grandbaby. And your mama said, oh, woo, woo. Oh, my daughter's so pretty, and y'all keep hearing that and hearing that and hearing that. They don't care about that shit like that. That's why they get cheated on. Fine. It don't matter. I'm telling you, don't. It's superficial. It's very superficial. I've never seen a dime, a quarter, a whole dollar. I've never seen one that a man didn't at least want somebody. That's just what it is. Get that shit out your head. Get it out of your head. And the ones who they do it with, that should be blowing your mind. You think it's, oh, it's never that. Never that. Ever that. You don't see somebody like a Nia Long and he done cheated with a Pam Gray or somebody. No. You see that? That shit don't happen. That shit is rare. Don't work like that. Just don't. But again, they're sitting on these platforms and they're speaking this and putting it out into the air for y'all to believe this. You dig? And that's for real. That's for real. Don't keep believing you too cute. Don't believe that dumb shit. Don't believe that shit. Telling y'all right now. Nah. Don't believe that. For real. Do not believe that. You getting up and looking in the mirror every day thinking, yeah, I'm fine. Y'all on IG, small waist, and keep turning your ass to the camera. All right. All right. IG has to have been the worst app for black women. The absolute worst. And every day. Because it's feeding egos. Narcissists. Ever think that you look a certain way that a man ain't gonna do you dusty. You'll never think that. Never. Men don't operate like that. Shit is a false perception as well. They believe that shit from the Playboy penthouse days that you can look a certain way, that you can have specific measurements, that your face can be this and these features and this, and that means something. Shit. Men don't move like that. They don't. They don't. Telling you. You could think that. You be the baddest shit if you want. You could think that. Keep thinking that cute shit. Work. And when you see your man, he be with somebody Lizzo size. Straight like that. I'm saying. You got booty hole brown girl doing porn. If it was all about looks, she wouldn't be able to do that. Okay? She wouldn't be able to do it. I'm just saying. All right? So stop that. Now, let's get into this young child here because she's in the whip too. This KeKe Palmer, Miss KeKe Palmer, who's in the whip, just like Nia, been in the whip since she was a child. All of a sudden, after we watched her gloat, which was very suspicious to me in the beginning because this dude just happened to come from nowhere, right? After she was very political, after her talk show, after she seemingly snatched Michael Strahan's talk show from right up under him, when his little old fake broad had to go out, I believe, on maternity leave. They put KeKe there and couldn't get her off, so they had to bring the old fake chick back, and it was still like KeKe's show. After all that, we find that she's with this dude. And I'm like, okay, she got a dude. And now, after they allow social media to emasculate this man, now we find out that she has been granted temporary full custody and restraining order against this guy. Excuse me. Now, it's very funny. The child is only 8 months, and all of a sudden, she's been getting abused. And you know me, as a counselor, right? for domestic violence. I'm not going to ever say that she isn't telling the truth. Not going to say that. Though I didn't see any signs of it. Even with my good eye. As far as nonverbal communication and all that. Not a sign of it. But I will say that I do understand when these women or men are in the whip and they're dealing with individuals who are not in the whip. Oh, the first sign or the first time that you show a sign of sticking up for yourself, you out of there. Which is why, as I told y'all in previous classes, the language of people in the whip that they don't use anymore, but they used to use it a lot when I was coming up. I have to deal with somebody who understands the business that I'm in. Because a lot of bullshit comes with that business. Especially back then when they had very few of us in it. These casting couches, these gripper gang parties, these gripper grips. Yeah. Yeah. You had to understand. I don't care who it was. I don't care if they were acting. I don't care if they were singing. I don't care if they was on Broadway. I don't care where they were. If you go back and listen to interviews from entertainers in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, they all said it. All of them. I have to, deal with someone who understands the business that I'm in, or it won't work. That's a sign. So as you pay attention, most of these individuals that we've seen as of late, like over the last 5 to 10 years that's been dealing with these people, they get them the hell up out of there, restraining orders, and all of a sudden, boom. It's like these people never exist. Gone. Out of here. And this is what's going to happen to this young man here. Now, people who are in the whip, they're in the whip. You're going to see all type of shit. Right? You're going to see it because they get sent at them to destroy them. Right? Like Ken Do, like Mary's husband. He was sent deliberately at there to destroy her. Ain't no way in hell you gonna ever tell me that she fell for this bullshit. Oh, he the first one to read with me. To read with what? That's all it took to bag you? For somebody to read? You couldn't find nobody in the whole hood in the world? Nobody else would read to you? Or with you? And that's how he bagged you? But this is the shit they tell us. You understand? This is that type of shit there that they want. That was a seek and destroy. Listen, you hold that down. The minute she get out of pocket, we crushing her, destroying her. She out of there. These be orchestrated plays. But if they deal with somebody that may hold them down, that's not in the whip and have no aspirations, or best believe, the minute you show your displeasure with what is going on, you out of there. Kid or anything. That's why Kanye was fighting so hard. Understand that. So now this man, again, taking away no contact, zero visitation. As if, again, this is when I tell you I deal with men who have to take my class, court ordered, and they can't see these kids. Those are some of the most difficult men who I have to work with. Because at times it is just, it doesn't compute. I'm telling you, it is difficult for men, especially if they are hands-on fathers. Oh my goodness. And the courts know it, the system know it, the mothers know it. All right? But DV, that she was being abused. All of the Instagrams that we seen of him and her prior to her exposing that on Saturday Night Live. The belly, like, I need y'all to just check the timeline on that. Check the timeline on that. And see, and just, at what point? Nobody, you mean it to her parents? Nothing, nobody was confided in. Nobody seen any of this from this lame. Who I know while he was sending out that stuff on social media was crying. That dress. Know that. Right? We barked on him, didn't we? We barked on him in the class. We was like, hold up. You know who you with. This is KeKe. She's been dressing like this since she had a show, talk show on BET. Again, when people who are not in the whip deal with someone in the whip, you know what you're getting. You wear the dress. KeKe. Usher in there. Yo, you mean to tell me he goes from that? I'm not saying it doesn't happen. He goes from that to now abusing her to the degree of which that, boom, automatic loss of visitation. Come on. We could go for that. We can say that, Deborah. So at what point do they stop fronting? So you mean to tell me if she never wore that dress and he never made that comment, she would have been getting whipped on all this she would have been getting whipped on to this day, right? Because she only bust the move when social media said, oh, he's a lame. That means she would have still been with him if it wasn't for that dress. If we're going to assume that he was abusive before she was with child. We got to make it make sense. We have to make it make sense. And that's for real. That's for real. I've seen the work. And I'm not saying she didn't. Okay? this is where we at with it. Yeah, listen, Kay, you know I know. You know I know. You think listen, he was bigging up the dress, Kay. He was bigging up the dress. He was bigging up her cheeks on social media, saying, look at what my son put on her. Look, he was bigging up the cheeks on social media. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. He didn't have all that issue with that dress. Come on now. He knows of the whispers of Usher and was scared that she might have gave Usher some of them grippers. So he made a statement. He publicly, on video, on live, several times displayed her grippers. Look, y'all. Shake it, shake it. That don't seem like no insecure dude. So again, if he didn't show displeasure with that skirt, with that dress, you mean to tell me she still would have been getting abused? Okay? I just know for a fact that when men who are not in the whip deal with these women who are in the whip, they gonna have a hard way to go. Because the industry is not gonna allow you to lay up and get any benefits from their hoes. That's what this industry is. That's what the whip is. Pimps and hoes. That's what it is. So you mean to tell me, and I'm telling you, and we see, let's not forget, could go back to Paula Jai Parker. And she said they blackballed her, got her up out of there because her husband wasn't in the whip. And as soon as the husband found his way to the whip, as soon as they got to the party, next thing you know, she on Showtime. She on Ray Donovan. She back to working. Okay? You're not going to be with any of these celebrity women and you not be in that to some degree. Not gonna happen. You gonna get up out of there. You're not gonna keep coming to the little functions. You're not gonna keep getting all tucked up. She's not gonna keep putting that bread. Not happening. And you are the average, regular outsider. Nah. You out of here. You out of here. And if you are in the whip, and as a man, the minute you leave, all that shit leave with you. You out of here. You out of here. Right? Y'all remember Jennifer Hudson dude, right? Punk from I Love New York. He wanted to be in the whip, right? Remember, he was supposed to be studying to be an attorney and all that. Got with her. Now he don't want to be an attorney no more. Now he want to be a wrestler. Right? What happened when he left wrestling and got out of the whip? Oh, they was on the outs, his ass. Yeah, same shit. Gone. This is how this shit works. Y'all don't know. You can't name one melanated man that's dealing with anybody in the industry that's not in the whip himself. Don't work like that. It just don't. So we have to, and I get it, we take all claims of domestic violence very seriously. Very seriously. We got to question it. That's what the court's going to do. I'm just doing it beforehand because, again, once you can't just take a father's rights away from him. You can't. Okay? You can't take a father's rights from him. Mm-mm. 8 months old. We're going to see how this play out. We're going to see how this play out. But I want y'all to do it. I'm saying, I just want y'all to do it. You always, as in class, we build, we talk, we discuss. This is what we do. K, even if he is abusive, I've seen them force, through the courts, force mothers to find a way to get them kids to see their father in jail. I've seen them take dudes out of jails 8 hours away and bring them to a jail that's an hour away from the city, just so they can have visitation, regular visitation with their kids. You cannot do that is a parent. And we don't even want to get into other cases that I can speak about where victims of rape were forced to allow their assaulters parental rights over their children. Okay? That's how deep it gets. It gets deep. Yeah. It gets crazy. It gets deep like that. The laws is very specific in certain spaces. It's very specific. Is it right? No. For what we believe, right? But again, this ain't our shit. This ain't ours. At all. Which is why I always say you can't be comfortable in this shit. You cannot be comfortable in this shit. It's zany. It's bizarro. There's no morals. Everything that you once believed in or thought was right and just is only for them to continue to keep you enslaved. And for them to own your labor. Shit ain't right and exact. None of it. That shit don't make no sense. You can't own shit. You tax on everything. People dictate how you move without you saying anything, having any say. Nah. Not right and exact. But the only way you can understand that is if you're coming from a conscious mind. But again, I just wanted to have as many of our Black women speak tonight to these different issues from an intelligent space. Right? Because if y'all not getting piped correctly and cheated on and abused, if the celebrities are speaking for y'all, if that's what's going on a regular basis, Black women have to be more vocal about it. So then this way Black men can address it with other Black men to get this shit right. And I'm saying if we listening to Leslie Jones and Nia Long and goddamn KeKe Palmer, shit. We up shit's creek for real, for real. If that is the measurement, like come on. What's really good? What Aquarian man? I'm an Aquarian man. I'm an Aquarius. I'm left-handed Aquarius. So what Aquarian man? Yeah, but they gonna come out with self-help books next. Who gonna read it? Who gonna read it? Oh, Kiki's baby daddy. He's an Aquarius? Like that? Nah. Kinda he must be a January Aquarius. February Aquariuses don't get down like that. Kind of Aquarius is that? He must be January, on the cusp of some shit. You know Aquarius man rock like that? Checking your clothes and all that? Hell no. You don't do that. Nah. On social media whimpering? Nah. That's that January Aquarius shit. Mm-mm. 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 Shit. We don't rock like that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, no. Nah, we don't do that. Mm-mm. Yeah. You like, yeah, that dress is right. Yeah, go ahead. Wear that. We congratulate all that. Yeah, put that dress on. And them red pumps. Yeah, go ahead to the concert. See you when you get back. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. We don't do that. We don't do that. But look, man, I've been on for a nice amount. Nice amount of time. And gave our Queen comrades every opportunity. It's a lot of them in the building that ain't speaking their piece. Don't be shamed. Or it must be a lot of y'all that fell asleep. Damn it. If I'm up, y'all need to be up. You know, some of them must be at the phone and shit. One eye open and drooling. And get y'all ass up. That's why y'all got 55s now. You dig? Half sleeping class. Get y'all ass up. Next time I'm gonna bring a horn and whang. You know, you sleeping by the TV and shit. Y'all, nah. No green screens, nothing. Y'all sleeping. I'm like this. Yo, put the funding info in. Not nothing. Because they all sleep. Get y'all ass up. 1:45. You know, talk about everything. Grippers, eggplants, all type of stuff. Y'all sleep. Ain't in the comments or nothing. Oh, yes, we will, Nandi. Aquarius men quick. Yeah, we out of here. No letter, nothing. Bye. Gone. Straight up. Ain't got time to play. Zero tolerance for the bullshit. Zero tolerance. Straight like that. We don't play that. I don't know who he. I'm telling you, guarantee you. Y'all look his birthday up. He got to be January 30th for some shit. January 28th. You did gotta wake up with real fruits and vegetables. Who gonna be eating fruits and vegetables at 1 in the morning? He Gen Z, yeah, they all raised a little different. They all a little different. Look, Fredro looked it up. Damn, y'all be quick. January 21st. I told you. You know February Aquarius get down like that. And in 1994, his moms might have been smoking Wooler blunts or something. Yeah, he might be a substance abuse baby. Cause we don't want. I never seen no Aquarius get down like that. Worry about what somebody got on. Nah, we don't do that at all. Excuse me. She was born in 93. Him and Jam Master Jay. Okay. Salute to Jam Master Jay. Such a terrible, terrible waste, man. Terrible. Yeah, you right, Fred. 9-4. When you think of that, then yeah, you getting old. You are getting old. So man, I look at the records and I know I'm old. You see what they just did? The Empire State Building, Wu-Tang. First album is 30 years old. At that time, I'm running with them. 30 years old. They dropped the album, I'm running with them, went up north, came back, went up north again. Changed my life. My daughter, 18. Damn. The album is 30 years old. Okay? And I'm talking about there was a whole lot of albums before that we've been around for. So yeah, your ass is old. It just hip hop keeps you well preserved. You dig what I'm saying? It is what it is. Shit. Keep talking 55s. I'm gonna be 55 this born day coming. Yeah. Okay. That's how deep it get. That's how deep it get. And picture that. That's why I go so hard. Because we can't remain in this space of false narratives. We get nowhere. We have to deal with truth. We have to, and we have to move back away and refrain from being involved in the bullshit. Okay? Serious. We can't keep living in lies. Does us no good. You can't have movement when you're coming from a space that is not truthful. won't work. You're going to run around in a circle. So again, I know y'all on the West Coast. I know y'all in Jamaica. I know y'all in London and overseas. Y'all show is happy and y'all chilling. Everybody else on the East Coast, we tired. Sleepy even. Need a little nappy nap. Okay? Again, I done put in a lot of work this week. A lot of classes and hoping that everyone is educated and doing what and appreciating this work. Canada in the spot? You in Canada? You in my class? Let me find out. Yeah, Southern Cali. Yeah, you probably chilling. Not us. We tired. We gonna take us a nappy nap. Okay? That's what we gonna do. And Blue Piranha, you gonna stop stunting. You gonna stop that. I saw you on your IG. I saw it. Cut it out. Cut it out. All that 88 and all that shit. It's brick up here. So cut it out. Well, listen, Kay, book you an assessment and some sessions, and we can speak about abuse and how and what to look for so you and your loved ones are not victims of abuse. Remember, I told y'all in a previous class, by the time domestic violence gets physical, there's been a whole lot of verbal abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse. Physicality is the last part. That's the last part. So, there's a lot to learn in between that. But nah, that information is not something just, nah, come on. I think I give enough information away. Remember, I don't care where you see me at. We don't get paid. I don't pay for none of this shit. So I'm doing overtime, extra time to make sure that you have this awakening, this thinking, this thought process. You dig? It's not easy. Tell them, Carol, it's not easy. As y'all can see. I didn't even, did I eat today? I don't even think I ate good today. We do what we do. Hi. That was Jasmine. Who are you? And you mad late. So you get a 55 for coming in here. I don't even know your name and you late. And class is over. Oh, you mean on other platforms? You shouldn't be looking at no other platforms, Malone. You should be right here all the time to prevent you from getting 55. That's why you get 55. You all the way over there somewhere. And then come here and shuffling the class and shit late. And out of order. 55. Take a 55 going out the door too. Matter of fact, even if you come to class tomorrow, still getting a 55. For that, I don't know what you think we got going on over here. Yeah. You know what that is about. What's going on with Eric A? That's y'all man's. He got investigated. But quickly, before we leave, since you brought that up, I have taken that class, okay? I've done campaign financing for several politicians where you have to go downtown and they're very specific with the class. There are certain monies and certain amounts of monies that when you're documenting these things, they have to be right. They tell you what you can take, who's supposed to sign, how much. It's a whole process to that. And they're not playing. Campaign funding is serious. And they let you know that in the class. So I know this young girl didn't play herself. If she played herself and did some funny style shit with them Turkish people, woe is her ass. So they gonna come for him. But the thing that we need to be, be mindful of is that they took his phone Monday. Why the fuck we just finding this shit out Friday? They took his shit Monday. His phone, his laptops, all that. And we just finding out? Come on, man. Like I said, this shit be... Come on. They gave it back. They took it Monday. I think they gave it back Wednesday. And we just getting wind of that? That should be cap. It'd be cap. Yeah. But that campaign financing, the rules are strict. The rules are strict. So he could keep going over playing games and going to Israel and shaking Netanyahu. And you could keep doing all that. See, what people don't peep is every time you have a politician from New York, a black politician from New York, they scared of the Hasidic community. They scared of the Jewish community. They scared to death. They watch what happened to David Dinkins. So they get scared. Because not only are those people who come out to vote, but they're in key positions, right? Within the 5 boroughs, as far as the unions, as far as political seats and staffers and things of that nature. So they scared of them. You dig? They think that they're the only group in town, but it's not. And we're learning that more and more with the immigrants that's coming. With the Haitian population exploding, with the Dominican population exploding. You understand? The other Asian populations exploding. Jewish community definitely ain't what it was. Nah. Okay? So he could keep playing with them, and you see what the feds is doing. They like, nah. You looking a little too jazzy with them suits. You sure is stunting around here. Let's see if we could slow you up a little bit. Get you refocused. Yeah. That's when things start to shift. That's when things start to shift. That's when power vacuums are created. Okay? A lot is going on. A lot of blood being drawn. And I'm talking about us in this class, we have to be more active, proactive in things that determine the quality of our lives daily. Not down the line, daily. Okay? All right? I'm not talking about politically. Daily. We have to create our own institutions, our own systems. Migrants from where? From everywhere. Guatemala, everywhere. Ukraine, everywhere. The city is packed. If y'all ain't been paying attention, and they have their own systems, their own way of doing things. They're in construction hard. They took over Uber Eats. Okay? It is what it is. And you can't get mad at them. Don't get mad. Get mad at yourself for not doing the same thing or better, because you've been here forever. But nothing is ever important until it ain't. Okay? Nothing is ever important until it ain't. Y'all keep they owe us this. We supposed to. And keep thinking in that shit. Like I said, that rotary phone ever thinking is gonna have your ass twisted in this smartphone era. Well, like we supposed. You ain't supposed to have shit. It's another lie. If you don't get it, if you don't take it, you're done. Simple as that. Go get it. Go get it. I don't owe you shit. I ain't never gave back nothing I took. Nothing. Wish you would. It's mine now. Took it. Now what? They've been showing you all along. All right? They're showing you all along. This is gangster country. This corporation. They show you. It's documented. They emptied out the jails. In England. Robin Hood and his merry men and all that. All them gripper gates, yeah. Send their ass over there and let them do what they do. Gangsters. Thieves. They don't give nothing back. You better get it. You better get it. That's it. I'm mad at these immigrants. They coming and taking. They like, oh, that's how y'all did it? All right. We going to get ours. You still got politicians sitting there telling y'all to play with your thumbs. And they keep believing that Grippergate is going to somehow open up a world for y'all. Not happening. You're getting old believing that shit. Alright? You're getting real old. Now I keep telling y'all, a lot of us don't have 16, 17 summers left. You just don't. Where everything is good and functioning. You just don't. Keep playing. Keep bullshitting. Keep thinking these white folk gonna give you something. They ain't giving you nothing. So we have to organize. Stop believing in false narratives. Get away from these stupid ass celebrities that've been taking all type of eggplant up in their backside for the longest and telling you that you need to come to or to believe in their little fantasy shit. You gotta get rid of that shit. And get down to some real, solid, concrete ways of doing things. I said, I don't, listen. People can chuckle. Excuse me. People can laugh. People can disrespect. People can troll me. They can say whatever they want. I believe in my people. And if my people is going to be the death of me, so be it. If they're not going to support, so be it. I believe in working for the people. Period. That's it. I'm not dealing with no old phase. None of that shit. Damn them. They never honor shit. They are crooks. Pedos, all type of weirdness is going on with them. My people. So if my people don't mess with me, they don't. It is what it is. That's all I know how to do. That's it. That's it. So when I don't get it, I know why I don't get it. Simple as that. I can't say, oh, I don't get it because, yo, they messing with this, they messing with that. Yo, Whitey ain't doing nothing. I'm talking to my people. When your people don't support the move, that's your people. You don't blame this shit on the white. I don't blame it on them. That shit is a lie. We're at a point now where everybody can do what they need to do. People got to believe in you in order to push you forward. That's it. That's it. Crackers ain't coming to save none of y'all. You crazy? They can't even save themselves. All right? So I gave a great class. 2 hours. 105. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm so glad we had this time together. But I got to move. I got to go. I gotta go. I gotta go. Right? I gotta hit that water. Okay? I gotta figure out if I could get somebody to book assessment. And y'all that got just to book a session. Okay? Because I can't eat. The fuck? Real talk. You dig? Alright? Yeah, Deborah Peace, Canadian. We're up in Canada. Okay? Up there with the Mounties and all that. Look, we got Canada in the building. That's what's up. Spread the word, Canada. We need more in the class. As a matter of fact, I'm supposed to be doing something with my people, my Haitian people up in Ottawa. We're doing some domestic violence and anger management with the teenagers out there in Ottawa real soon. So look for that. There's a program that we're working with. And they put it down up there. They definitely do. They got a lot of good programs for the teens out there, for the high risk teens and the at risk teens, and that should be launching soon. You know. Okay. So again, peace, ladies. Watch your grippers now. I'm telling you. And they don't be listening to this lady. Don't come out. If it's not working with an individual, it's not working. I think we're going to move on. Don't go in there talking about telling this man, listen, get your meat game up. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Please don't do that. You cause more issues that way. I already told y'all the secret on how to. If y'all missed that class, I already told y'all. It was in the Woman's Up. I told y'all how to get these men to give y'all the eggplant that you need and want. I already told y'all how to do it. Y'all didn't listen. Y'all didn't listen. I told y'all how to talk to the men. I told y'all what to say. Now y'all going to have to go find that class because I'm not giving you that secret up no more because the men was mad. The men was heated. So I'm not going to do it again in class. I'll do it if y'all book some sessions and I'll speak to you women who really want to know the secrets. I already told y'all how to do it. All right? Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Peace.